with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, 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 I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, yeah. When I hit that, okay, yeah, yeah. When I hit that,
the NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, with the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone. The Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. 22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And off we go from Tampa. On the return, Dario Ogunbowale. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
First and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one goes for 24 yards. Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
LaShawn McCoy, the ball carrier.
You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
From the 35 on second down, Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 12-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
At the 12-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
It's second and 7 from the 9. Shotgun now for Brady. And he's got Gronkowski. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Goff will lead the Rams up here first and 10 at their own 21. A man who played his college ball in Tallahassee, here's Cam Akers. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Quick toss by Goff is complete. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Goff. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. On the ground, it's Akers. He's got the first down here inside the 30 and all the way down to the 25-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
18 on the play. First down, Rams.
Now it's Goff off the bootleg. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 30-yard line.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a give to McCoy. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling, and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd and short.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. So on 4th down, on comes the Buccaneer kicker, Matt Gay. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And Gay missed it. Pulled it off to the left. And this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Goff. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Akers. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
From the 31, Goff. He'll throw complete to Cam Akers. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 16. 16 yards, a 1st down.
1st down, Rams.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Quick pass to Kupp. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's the first catch of the game for Kupp, and he's got a 1st down.
At the 4-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you, a little bit surprising. They wanted people getting to the balls.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Malcolm Brown taking it in. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
The game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be a second down.
Gain of 5.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. Watch the pass.
From the gun, it's Brady. Open man is Howard, the tight end. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Floyd brought him down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Mike 52. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady eluding the pressure right. The catch made by Miller. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Scotty Miller, 31 yards. And the Bucs have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Good. Makes the score Buccaneers 14. Rams 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Goff now to throw. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Van Jefferson was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off play action to Akers. Here's Goff. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Second and goal at the 3-yard line.
3 yards to go on second down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
On the pickup. It's second and inches at the 28-yard line.
A good position to be in here, second and inches. From the gun, here's Goff. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Brought down. Right.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Brady to throw on second down. This is caught. Gronkowski. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. From the gun, Brady. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
John Johnson on the coverage.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw caught out wide. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Bradley Kenyon to kick off for Tampa Bay.
The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. And this carries into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now Akers to start the third quarter on the ground. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Levante David in on the tackle.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They try to set up the bubble screen here. It's complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
He was brought down at the
It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
On the play. 1st down, Rams.
Shut. 20. Hell, you won. Yeah. 45 to 1.
Play action. It's gone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll run this with Akers. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the 3rd quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just a series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he's got this down to the 35. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the counter, this is Akers. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Going right back to Akers. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
The ball carrier.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And it's third down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. There was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They'll go again to Jones. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. On the stop was Aaron Donald. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the third quarter from Tampa.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Out of the shotgun, it's McCoy. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Sean McCoy, the ball.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Here I come again. Here I come again.
Throwing is Brady on third down. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now McCoy. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because, to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 12 yards there and a first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. And this is caught by Evans. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Brady to Evans that time. First down Tampa. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Jones. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground with McCoy this time. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, and he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Taken in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the pick 6 we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a 2-possession game as they controlled it. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
24 is the mark. 2. Rush in. Rush in. Rush in.
To try again after the sack. Brady, that's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one covers 29 yards. First down. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. This is Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Throwing on first down is Brady. This for his running back, McCoy. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The end result, 21 yards. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling, and this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, break into the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Gronkowski, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Brady now on 1st down. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Samson Abukum showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. 2nd and 14. Shotgun now for Brady. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. They'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Dare Ogunbowale, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. It was the linebacker Devin White there to knock it away. And 10. 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Goff. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. 2nd down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. They'll run here with Akers. He's got a 1st down and more past the 30. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, L.A. Cam Akers, 82 yards. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead.
For the extra point.
He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Leonard Floyd brought him down.
The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he will score. Touchdown, L.A. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Point after, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And the Bucs are on this one. And that should just about do it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though. Now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a little short, but give them credit. They were able to hold on, withstand that comeback, and ultimately win it by the slim margin.
And bottom line, when it's all said and done, they don't ask you how.
Kick it and go. Kick it and go. With a stiff arm, spin move in zones. Go.